Weasel, and Mythical 9, and
Yeah.
Cross, and me, and Cheaty Face, and of course, the most important one, the chat.
Aww.
And we're off.
So yes, best of 3 match. This is race 3, but Oats and Goats and sloaters27. Oats and Goats, world record holder in several categories, I think, right now.
Yeah.
I think he just took like low ice and RBO and any percent. Well, it's like basically when everybody was obsessed with 100% over the winter, Oats just like did a whole world record sweep of every other category.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that moonfall.
He's not able to maintain that many of them, but definitely able to maintain the most important of them, the any percent NMG world record. Sloaters on the other side, being an amazing ultra any percent speedrunner, and a really, really good RBO runner as well.
Yeah, I think Sloaters was rated 9th overall in the tournament.
Yeah, he has
seeded.
an amazing seeding, yeah. And we've got Vanilla Mothball as a starting item.
It looked vanilla on Oats' screen, but it looks more like strawberry on Sloater's screen.
I agree.
Pink frame.
I honestly really like the mix, like a good vanilla strawberry mix. Always appreciate that in ice cream.
What are you talking? Alright, you know what? Great. We'll buy some Neapolitan ice cream. I'll eat all the chocolate, and you eat all the vanilla and strawberry.
Oh man, that sounds great. Just come over here to Germany and we'll do that. So yeah, early power bombs really nice. Opens up quite a few options of them. Even opens up a completely different route to the runners, as well as the supers. Like really good setup. I really like the early power bomb super combo. Slaughter is seeing a reserve tank. Oats and Goats also seeing that reserve tank, not even powering with it. Not a bad choice in my opinion. Not sure. How do you think about those early reserve tanks? Like, obviously, at this point, you cannot really allow yourself to skip a lot of health, but, I mean, come on, it's a reserve tank. So, like, would you skip it, or...?
I think if I'm planning on going to Gauntlet, I might take it, but then I'd have to stop at the ship, and I don't want to do that. And then it also depends on, you know, they have to find another power bomb pack, or speed booster, or screw attack, or speed, or get stuck in there, or bombs, of course.
Getting another super pack. Also, both runners deciding to not check the retro Windstar power bombs, and Slaughter's not even checking the old Mother Brain missiles. So Slaughter's being a little bit ahead right now, however, is super pack behind.
Yeah, I think he's counting on Charge Beam in this seed. It doesn't really take a whole lot of time to grab that minor item location. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if he's got regular missiles and he's missing super missiles, he probably checks that item just so that he'll have something to open green doors.
Any bets on the BT item? I'm gonna go with vanilla bombs.
High jump boots.
Think right now. I love it.
Oh, I was gonna say plasma.
Matter, dude. Plasma?
Plasma? Could have been using it this whole time. Anybody?
Pretty good early game. Makes up a lot of Windstar stuff a lot easier, especially since the runners didn't have Charge Beam or missiles yet, so can just one-shot pretty much everything in the way.
It's still synced up.
The sync is real right now, dude.
Alright.
Oh, really nice Terminator. No problem whatsoever. Plasma Beam definitely helps out there.
Does it? Oh, Plasma helps with these guys.
Yeah, Slaughter's just taking the damage boost version, while Oats and Goats is just destroying every single living creature in that room.
Maybe Sloaters didn't realize he could one-shot him with Plasma. Those guys always reminded me of Zorak from Space Ghost. I mean, they're like green mantis alien creatures, so they basically are Zorak.
You know, I've never thought about that way. Okay, another super pack here. Sloaters deciding to go up first. He's gonna bank on that reversed mock ball here.
Yep. Oats and Goats tried to dodge those missiles, but no avail.
I think that's like not even possible.
Maybe. It would be impossible for him to dodge them on the way out unless he's willing to spend Power Bomb. Ah, and the S is for Silly Beam. We got the Silly Beam.
I had that exact same scenario in my last tournament race, only that a Plasma Beam was a Terminator, not a Bombs. It's not really cool to see if you're hoping for another major and you just see the totaliest item you could possibly get.
Yeah, we've seen these runners pass up Reserve Tank already. How much more so Spacer?
Unfortunately missing that reverse knockball there for Sloaters. Let's see what Oats finds at the Edecoons.
So Oats didn't... Oh, never mind. I'm looking at his power bombs.
X-Ray.
They've got plasma already.
I mean, in the last seed actually, Sloaters had charge and plasma, had Noridia upcoming and still skipped skipped X-Ray. That's how much he hated it. And oatsngoats is gonna skip it as well.
Oh,
and Sloaters,
no.
rather jumping down than...
We're gonna see some animal critters today.
Gotta love me some animals, dude.
Well, he's already seen the X-ray scope, so I don't think he's gonna go all the way back for it.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Just the imagination of being able to microwave so many bosses is just too fantastic to drop it out. And I feel like if those runners will get an early charge beam, they will not like each other, or like themselves for that decision.
Always good to have a few extra power bombs when you don't have more bombs.
Yeah, you want to have at least like a really good value would be 15. A kind of comfortable value is like 10. But 5 is really nothing you want to have as long as you don't have bombs. And also was deciding to kill those with missiles, even with plasma beam. Now going for that green gag glitch here.
What?
That's a
gay glitch.
What?
Blue.
There we go. Alright. Probably gonna see Sloaters again with a normalized setup that we saw earlier already. And just a reserve tank. Sloaters utilizing his... Alright, yeah, there we go. Sloaters with a normalized setup, really nice.
Oh, that was interesting. He kind of did it all in one swoop, like jumped up on the ledge and then out.
Yeah, the way that setup works is that like if you turn around left while in the air and turn around right in the air, it moves you by the same amount of pixels. So if you stand right aligned to the door, then turn around into the door and turn around out, you'll just be aligned with the door while jumping out, which is pretty cool. What's getting wave beam? Sloaters gonna get it in just a second as well. So pretty nice firepower at this point already. They really want to hope for charge beam here at some point.
Oh, we all know charge beam is going to be in the flooded basement now, since they don't have speed booster here.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had actually 2 seeds today where backtracking here was required. And Oats going down. Not a bad decision since he doesn't have speed booster. And also not doing the early X-ray strat with the lead boosts. Which at this point is understandable, since they only have 1 E-tank, which is not even filled. So that would be quite a very huge risk to do that. Oh, it's Screw Attack.
Weren't you commentating my match the other day where I had like 3 E-tanks and various suit, and I was like, well, may as well do this, because I can't really die.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I commentated on that. I think you even had like 6. It was like insane. You just tanked like 6 spike hits and it didn't even bother you because it was like only 15 damage hits. It's pretty insane.
Plasma was there too.
Oh yeah, it was definitely worth it.
Both runners chose to go down Red Tower. I imagine mostly due to lack of speed booster at this point.
I mean, to be honest, it really doesn't matter. There's only like a 2% chance. Like it's actually pretty funny. The chances of there being a good item at every single spot except for the one that requires speed booster are a lot higher, like, than the one that has speed booster. Like, I think what told me today, like, he's kind of overworking the logic for item placements, which will actually apply to the tournament within round 3. So, like, after the next few matches, we'll have a new item logic. And what's currently at is right now that, like, each of those spots is like a 8% chance of being a suit. However, the one that requires speed boost, the reserve tank, has only like a 2% chance. So it really doesn't even matter that much if you have speed boost or not, because the chance of the important item being there is like so low. But that's going to be fixed with the new logic, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, Oats.
Well,
Get
might still
another shot.
recover.
Oh,
No.
wow. A sloaters, if he gets his quick quill, as Steffi would say.
I actually have that as my split name, the Quick Quill. Yeah,
that
a
was
little
good.
stand-up for Oats there.
Wow.
Definitely gonna give Sloaters a little bit of catching up here if he's gonna make that quick will. That's, by the way, that's a triple Q. Quick will. Yeah, he nails it. So
nice.
he's gonna get that eating
high
left. Yeah, well, we cannot really see that high five, but it definitely happened off screen there.
What is Sloaters really trying to avoid at this point that he didn't just run into that item? Is he that opposed to getting a reserve tank? I mean it wasn't going to be Spazer, it wasn't going to be X-Ray.
I mean, even if it would be a reserve tank at this point, he would really like to have it, because unless one of the next items is Varia, he will have a pretty low tank hell run coming up for him.
Yeah, but as you said, avid RBO runner.
Well, yeah. I mean, those early hell runs can be done pretty easily with free tanks, even though the lack of high jump boots is going to be pretty annoying.
Oh, yeah.
And Grapple Beam.
I think the ice beam's easy enough to get. All ice.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, there's always the free item at high jump boots. And oatsngoats with his Grapple Beam is going to do what we saw him do earlier again, backtracking a little bit to X-Ray.
Yeah, X-Ray. Perhaps even a wreck trip. Well, I don't know.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like in the last seed, we've seen him like getting Grapple Beam at Spazer. He just went up to X-Ray and then got down again. And I think if Oats wanted to go wreck chip early, he would do. I mean, he runs new out like nobody else.
Yeah, he's got the IBJ down, or the horizontal bump, or whatever.
Taking 2 spike hits there.
He's fine.
20 damage right there. Sloaters going down and getting resisting. Oh no, dude, no.
Oh
getting
wow!
By the yapping maw there, taking more spike hits. One more hit and he's down. Those spikes deal 60.
He's gonna hope for an E-tank here, or space jump.
Bombs.
Bomb. Bomb.
Oh my god, dude, this is. Alright, this is something.
Just has to be careful. What's Sloaters gonna do? Oh, he's saving. Maybe he's thinking of a cathedral hell run, or ice beam.
Alright, so what is Oats? What are you doing? Oh, he's probably gonna farm the waivers as soon as they're here. It's gonna cost him quite a bit of time though. Giving all Sloaters a little bit more time. Getting his items together. There we got a small health drop, which is effectively not going to change anything, because again, those spikes deal 60 damage.
Spikes! He's going for really safe grapple strats here.
Yeah.
The lightning bug's not ticklish, Oats.
Yeah, those are...
Still gonna need to farm 2 lightning bugs to... Okay.
Alright, he can take 1 hit now. Okay, I think he's good. Oh, and Sloaters picking up the suit of the suits. The Varia.
Nice.
And Varia is very effective in those heated areas, as they say.
Yep.
And Oats looks like he's gonna go up, as he's so demotivated by the destruction of those platforms, however, he's gonna go down again.
Yeah. Well, This will put him on a good track, though. He's gonna need more energy, though, to get to Vanilla Ice where the various suit is.
Yeah, he will have to farm up a little bit. Or get another E-Tank, and since we know that high jump boots is just a reserve, it's gonna come down to farming a little bit. Might be doing it here, at the top of the room, but apparently not.
Oh, ED has a good point. In the German version of Super Metroid, do they call it Bavaria suit?
I'm honestly not even sure how they called it in the German version. I've played that one, but it might just be Varia Suit as well. Or Varia Suit? Varia Anzug? I don't know. It was so long that I played the PAL version, dude. Don't ask me how the German name is. Bavaria Suits, though, that sounds great. Sloater's making that nice jump there across Bubble Mountain there.
Yep, tricky with that high jump boots. He's
Oats and
got grapple
goats.
beam to get back over.
Finally considering to the overmight of the reserve tanks and collecting his first one.
You know what he could do? He could do a crystal flash in the frog tunnel, I think. You'd have to, like, put down a power bomb and then kill the frog. Like, you'd have to hug up against the wall. Charge beam! Ah, where's my X-ray scope?
Why would one... I mean, why does one skip X-ray?
I think Sloaters might have wanted to get it, but he just
yeah, that is true. Sloaters has an excuse, he fell down, but Oats and Goats has zero excuse for that. So Sloaters is going to be very, very happy right now, whereas I have no clue why Oats and Goats is going up.
Sloaters going back for X-ray scope.
What is he doing? Is he...
He doesn't have enough health to do the hell runs. He's either trying to farm it. He might be going to the refill.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be way faster to just take the refill at the top to the right of the glass tube. But that might be it. And also had, like...
where the green flies? Yeah. That would be...
Well, at least that's where I farm up for my hell runs and RBO. It's a pretty convenient spot. And no, he's not going to take the health refill either, so it looks like he's going to go up. I'm not sure what that reserve tank did, though, to like make him think that. Maybe it was the extra missile he got at high jump boots to get like a consistent doppler up going.
That could be.
And
one of the bigger issues with going to the wrecked ship here is if he doesn't know how to do the sponge bomb, he won't be able to check the wrecked ship E-tank.
Yeah, that is true.
That's kind of an obscure trick. It doesn't really come up in any actual Super Metroid category because you're always going to have speed booster going in there.
Yeah, or high jump boots, or even gravity.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't in any percent new route, but you also wouldn't be getting that.
Yeah. Like, let's just say in like 99% of scenarios you don't need to do that sponge blast threat. Especially with power bombs, it's... Oh no, wait, he has bombs, so you can just do that, but if he...
Oh, maybe Oats can do, like a horizontal bomb jump across the sponge path.
That is very true. He could definitely do that.
Sloater's going to Crocomire, it looks like, because he doesn't have speed booster to get through the frog tunnel.
Yep.
Maybe Oats and Goats wants to check Gauntlet?
Or he
he's
might
going
do
in
what
with
he
90. He's going into Phantoon with 91 energy.
did.
Madman.
Also might be doing what we saw him doing last race, is just saving at the save station at the top. Oh no, never mind.
You can't do that.
Of course he could do that. Saving at the save station. Because then he could just
Can't do it before Phantoon.
No, I mean it's loaders. Not
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant. I'm talking about Oats and Goats going in Phantoon with 91 energy.
Yeah, I was talking about Sloaters going to whatever. The Sloaters definitely with a nice proc kill here with the plasma charge combo. I always like that. The only thing that would have made that a lot better is if he would have had moonwalk and just moonwalk right in front of him while like parallel moonwalking into the acid. Always appreciate that.
You guys should always use power bombs against Crocomire.
Yeah. Oats now should have a pretty comfortable Phantoon fight, I'd imagine. He has plasma beams and waves, so his hitbox off his...
That's true, and screw attack.
And he has screw attack, so he won't really have to deal with the flames at all. And getting a slow to start with.
Oh, he rolled.
Ooh,
He could have
getting
just
one
spit
hit
through him.
here.
Oh, okay. He screwed the spook.
Getting
Nice.
here. Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice execution here with the screw attack and the Doppler here. No problem. Oh, and getting
Wow.
a fast. Should be able
This
to finish him off in this round. Yeah, there we go. Goes to
got
step.
him. Wow.
Leaving with more health than he entered. Definitely a good fight for him.
Showed me. So Sloaters, without speed boost here, he could opt to do an infinite bomb jump.
Without bombs.
Oh wait. Oh, bombs were at the X-ray. That's right. So he's
Yeah.
gonna have to do a green gate glitch.
Yep.
I guess that's. Huh. I guess that's actually his only way in.
Yeah, he does not have any other way. But gets the gets the green gate glitch second try, also has grapple beam, so won't have a problem getting across here.
I guess you could. Huh.
Oh, and the payoff, another E-Tank.
And another E-Tank fruits! I guess this is a potential soft lock area here if you were to run out of missiles and didn't have plasma or grapple and you wasted all your power bombs and didn't have bomb. But you'd have to basically be trying the soft lock here in order to soft lock. Oh man, that's a good solution to Leo's puzzle. I don't think anyone thought of that.
Well,
Just yeah, you know. Oh no, because you would have bombs.
You have bombs. You cannot skip bombs in normal vanilla.
Never mind.
Well, I guess you could with door skip, but yeah, okay. Now oatsngoats coming into the situation where he has to do the sponge path strat. If he knows it, currently trying the wall jumps. Those wall jumps are not possible. Okay, now he's going for the bomb jump. Let's hope he gets this somewhat quickly.
Yeah, you want to do it when you basically just falling back down and basically the morph ball is just getting submerged. That's when you want to lay the first bomb.
Looks like he's giving up on it, and he might be returning later if he gets some kind of...
Maybe he thinks...
yeah, maybe he thinks running through will do anything, but without speed boost, that's not going to do anything. He's not going to get more jump height. And Sloaters deciding to not go for an early low Norfair, which I think is understandable at this point, because he really does not have any smart solution to traverse most of the rooms there.
That's true, no spring ball, no bomb.
Worst room in the game will be completely horrible with that frame perfect wall jump you have to do there. It's just...
And the only thing you could do is go down there and hope to find one of those items or ice beam.
Yeah.
So the other day I learned that plasma doesn't hurt the worst room pirates. You actually need charge beam.
Yes, that's true.
Did he miss a key hunter, Oats? Nope.
No. So we're gonna see Sloaters coming up on bombs.
One of my favorite rando strats for Attic is if you have space jump and speed. Just space jump blue suit through everybody.
Oh yeah. oatsngoats discovering another reserve tank.
Feels vanilla, man.
Also, unless there's something at yeah, I mean there has to be something good coming up now, because the logic never forces a high jump to Sava dive, so there has to be something either at like Varia, Wreck Chip E-Tank, or
Gauntlet hasn't checked yet.
So, like,
what if Wreck Chip? What if Wreck Chip Gravity's got high jump boots and they find Ice Beam or Spring Ball at Gauntlet, and they have to go into Meridia?
I honestly like to see a speed booster at Gravity, just to see like some high jump boots at high jump boots at Waterway, and then into Lava Dive, and then some good stuff in Lower Norfair. That would be pretty cool.
I want to see some suitless Meridia.
I mean, we've seen Suitless Meridia in the last seed, and that's only a 2% chance, so that would be pretty unlikely. And it's high jump boots.
Best item.
I totally agree. High jump boots definitely best item. So now I guess Oats is gonna return to do wrecked ship E-Tank.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting that wall jump with a high jump.
Also, I just recently learned that it's high jump boots spelled H-I and not H-I-G-H.
Yeah, that's how the game text spells it. It
Yeah.
also, when you pick up Speed Booster, it also says press L to dash.
Yeah,
When I played that.
I mean, it was really unfortunate because I was just editing a wiki page the other day, and I wrote like high jump boots like a million times in that article, and then I saw my mistake and I had to redo it like every single time. It's not very
Yeah, while you're on that, everybody go check out the Super Metroid Speedrunners wiki. It's like dnd.com/sm.
Yeah, it's really
slash.
cool. Currently overworking all the room pages, adding like enemy lists to every single room, more strats, etc.
Oh, cool.
So like if you want to know stuff about like the Blue Gate glitch and Pink Prince Star, you can just visit the wiki page of that room and you'll find all the information you need for different kinds of setups, etc. Definitely a cool source to check out.
I think we need to overhaul the list of room names though.
Yeah. I mean, there are quite a few rooms that don't even have a name yet, so.
Oat's playing it super safe here. I mean, if he turns around on the wrong frame while landing on one of those platforms, he dies.
Yeah.
So
he's just straight up dead.
Yeah.
that's 2 tanks worth of damage right there, and just
we're gonna see X Factor strats from Sloaters. I
like that. I mean, Sloaters is such a good ultra at 80% runner. He will not have time surrounding him with those X Factors. There we go, first round, no problem. And we get a mid. Nice. That's looking pretty. Wait, maybe that second one. Returning to Plasma Beam now. Oh, that looks so cool. I like that.
I don't like. It's lame how like the little trailing purple dots.
I mean, it adds to the thing. And Sloaters finishing off with a nice charge shot there. And Oats is finishing us with the gauntlet. I like that. I mean, at this point, it's pretty like.
He's got like the vanilla requirements too. He's got like the space jump screw attack.
Oh man, imagine we're gonna see some ice beam there. And then another Super C. That would be so sick.
I think it's gonna be another space jump.
Another space jump? Dang.
Yeah, another space jump.
And just an E-Tank. But I mean, Goat's only at 4 now. Well, Sloaters already has a lot more. He definitely wants those E-Tanks.
He's gonna go for the minor items. No, he's not. Maybe just a little bit of Hundo muscle memory kicking in.
Might be.
Although you wouldn't have screw attacks.
I mean, Goats has just done some Hundo Ocarina of Time today, so maybe that's a breakthrough there.
I was just gonna mention that.
I'm not sure. I only watched till like Spirit Temple, and he was like 14 minutes at that point.
Oh, cool.
I really like Ocarina of Time 100% runs, or like generally Ocarina of Time speedruns. I really don't like it as a speed game for myself, but they're just really enjoyable to watch.
That's how I feel about Earthbound. I love Earthbound too much, I'll never speedrun it, but I'll watch other people do it.
Actually, I learned any percent glitchless for Ocarina of Time, but that just became too glitchy in the last couple of days.
Any percent glitchless became too glitchy?
Yeah, any percent glitchless in Ocarina of Time kind of split up into 2 different glitchless categories.
Oh my gosh, it's like the Zelda timeline that Nintendo released.
Yeah, because they found like different texts and people got annoyed. It's just very weird. But yeah, basically there's now a glitchless and a traditional glitchless, just to put it short. And Sloaters with a very cool bomb jump strat across
like
that, avoiding those morphs. I didn't see that yet, but it's super
It
cool.
seems slower, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, definitely. If you're not consistent with the fast morphs there, it's a cool strat. So, Sloaters, Oats definitely being closer to Norfair right now, which at the moment is like the only other spot that's like checkable. However, Sloaters already has done the entire Upper Norfair checkup, and so I could imagine both arriving at Lower Norfair at roughly the same time. Sloaters probably still being a little bit ahead at that point. Kind of depends on if if Oats and Goats is gonna do the Crocomire play as well.
Right. Sloaters, I imagine, still has to check Gauntlet too. I think he'll head that way. So yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, no speed booster, no ice beam, no spring ball. So I think Meridia is off the table for now.
Yeah, pretty much out of the question. I'd really love to see only E-Tanks in Lower Norfair and Ice Beam, but that's probably not gonna happen.
How about speed booster and ice beam at Waterway?
That would be pretty cool. Also, just one comment I have to point out from chat, even though it's kind of off topic. By Game Recall, the problem with the Zelda timeline is that it exists. that nails it perfectly. Oh yeah, Sloaters now also going back to Wreck Chip E-Tank. Also did not feel comfortable with that sponge bath strat. I can understand that. It's a really dumb strat. I don't like it myself a lot.
I'm trying to get people to call it Sponge Bomb.
Sponge Bomb.
I'm consistent enough with it that I'll do it with bombs, but I don't know if I would go in with just trying to do it with power bombs in a race. Oats and Goats.
Oats forgetting that he doesn't have speed booster.
Oh, I thought he was going back up for the item.
No. He just forgot that he doesn't have speed booster and cannot traverse the room.
Alright.
Has to go up through the intended way during this.
That's interesting because he wouldn't go that way, and maybe he does the
he couldn't do the
early grapple ice.
He couldn't do the ice escapes. He couldn't get the mock ball in the gate, so probably just thought it would be a faster way to Lower Norfair. Then again, since he doesn't have speed booster, he couldn't go that way.
Huh.
And Sloaters getting his space jump. I feel like the runners are really well set up for Lower Norfair at this point. Space jump, high jump, and screw attack are just so good to have. Not even talking about the ammo they have at this point. Like, Lower Norfair will really just be child's play for them at this point.
Yeah, Sloaters does have charge beam in. Oats checks. Was it wave beam or?
I think it was speed boost beam.
Hey, he's going up. He'll check the Bubble Mountain Triad. This is triple threat Triad territory. Brofist room for Oats and Goats. I gotta call that out. I'm still trying to get that to catch on. We'll see the Brofist.
Why is it called Brofist, by the way?
Well, the right hand side of the room where like the missile pack is and the rocket ceiling frog, like if you look at the space between the walls, it looks like someone doing a Brofist. Like if you look at the pound emote, it looks like that guy.
Can't really see
it. It looks like the fist. It's the fist.
Oh, that. Okay. Now I see what you mean. By the way, did you know that like you obviously know Billy Mays missiles, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that there's a similarly named room in the game?
Billy Mays Hayes? Actually, the guy from Major League?
The missiles behind the Brinster Reserve Tank room? Or like in the Brinster Reserve Tank room? Like how there's a hidden pack at the end? Those are called the John Papeo missiles.
John Papeo?
No, Ron Papeo missiles. It's like apparently similar to Billy Mays, just like less popular.
Which is that the question mark guy?
I'm not sure. Honestly, I just recently read that on the wiki. But yeah, we've got Billy Mace and Ron Pompeo in Super Metroid.
We know how the room before Dragon is called the Precious Room. Oh, it's based on, I think it's based on a typo, or somebody had meant to say, I think it was ED actually, meant to say previous room, but they said Precious Room instead, so it became known as the Precious Room.
Precious Room.
I like to think that it's actually called the Precious Room because the Eye of Sauron is down there for the Ring of Power inside the lake.
Oatsngoats apparently kind of forgetting that he has space jump. Just judging by like how he's moving around at the moment. Yeah, looks like Sloaters and Oatsngoats are gonna reach Lone Norfair pretty much at the exact same time. With the only difference that Sloaters has Crocomire down.
Yeah, but will Oats even bother checking Crocomire? Because we know, I
feel
there
like
is
it's
a
gonna
possibility
heavily depend on what we're gonna find in Lone Norfair.
Yeah, if Gravity's in Lower Norfair, I don't. Oh, but there's still Botwoon! There's still the pre-Botwoon room.
Yeah.
Like so these guys are gonna need Ice Beam or Speed Booster or no like, really.
There are only two options what could be in Lone Norfair. It's either only Ice or Speed Booster and Gravity. Or both of them, but yeah.
Or like Gravity and Speed Boosters at Shacktool.
Oh yeah, that might
and Ice Beams at Dragon, it's perfect!
Yeah. That would be so sick though.
This is the seed that I needed to play.
No, that's not the seed I want to play, dude.
I need to play this seed.
I mean, you have it right there. Alright, you know, what will GT have? Any predictions on GT?
Spring Ball.
I'm gonna go with Gravity. Farming up a few more supers there.
Yeah, Sloater's slightly ahead despite Oats not. Aww.
Ooh, speed. That's gonna make the movement perfect for them.
They'll be able to get the ball, do some maybe speed booster strats against the Golden Pirates.
It's really cool to see how close they are from each other right now. Also, Sloaters looks like he's setting up for fast pillars here. Oh,
he took damage through the door transition. Shoutouts to Metroid 1, because that happens all the freaking time in Metroid 1.
And Oatsngoats is really not aware that he has space jump, even to him the speed booster high jump. Screw attack set up, all the other room.
Now that's the RBO jump right there.
And now he uses it. It's so weird. He gets fast pillars though. Being able to speed booster through those pillars here in a very fast way. That's why we call it fast pillars.
Yeah, Sloater's main advantage here is that he's checked Crocomire, so whether he knows it or not, he's got to hope Gravity 2 not in Lower Norfair. Because if it is in Lower Norfair, that puts Oatsngoats in go mode. That's hard to say. Oatsngoats in go mode.
I mean, imagine another Super Mario ST2. How dope would that be? That would be so cool. Like the double 2% chance in a row. That would be so sick.
It's that 0.04%. 0.04%, I guess. It's 1 out of 25. 1 out of 2,500. Yeah.
I think I heard it's like 2%. Either way, with the new logic, by the way, it's going to be raised to
0.04%. To have 2 in a row, it's 0.04%.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, with new logic, it's going to be raised to 10%. What do you think about that? 10% Super Smurdia. Every 10th seed will require that.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about that until round 3 because I'm pretty sure I'm getting knocked out by like J-Ro or someone by then. Let me check.
And Sloaters now coming up on everybody's favorite Space Pelican.
Launch
As my
pad.
good friend Captain Up likes to call it.
Space Pelican.
I personally like to go with just the bird, just as a reference to the song, but Space Pelican is also pretty good.
What song? Dun, 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 dun.
No,
That's-
not that one. The bird is the word.
Oh, what does that have to do with Ridley?
Yeah, because he's a bird dude.
Oh, it's Dingus. Dingus is the one who's gonna annihilate me in round. Oh, that is round 3. Oh. Well, I still have to deal with another guy before that.
Okay.
Gravity
Well,
suit. Oh man, that's gonna. Cool.
That's not necessarily really good for sloaters.
Yeah, like we said before, what would have been best for sloaters is gravity not to be in lower Norfair, which would probably put Oats and Goats at Crocomire.
Yeah, so both are in go mode now, and it's just gonna come down to movement now.
Power bomb count, no ice beam.
That is, I mean, they can rely on that drop chance if they want to.
Phil Oats and Goats with his low percent speed strats knows how to go back to power.
Yeah, low percent speed. I don't know. So like the thing is, it's really just gonna be a movement battle at this point, and
wow, Sloaters are making a really good work of Wasteland.
Yeah, Sloaters with extremely good movement, however, has to compete against the world record holder, so I wonder how that's gonna pay out in the end. Because they're so even right now. Like, I don't think those two 10x rare supers on Oats side will matter quite a lot. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough duel at this point, and Oats got missing the speedball through
Oats and Guts.
Oats and Goats with the guts.
do you have it? Sloaters might have wanted to see if there were power bombs over there. It's a really easy to access minor item.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, he might not really be thinking about it, or just gamble really heavily on ice, like it.
Oh, Oats and Goats.
Or
It's gonna look for ice. Perhaps Spring Ball.
Oh my
boy!
God,
Oh boy, that's
this is super unfortunate for
that
Sloaters.
could seal Sloaters' fate. I mean, just the amount of extra time he's gonna have to spend in Tourian without Ice Beam.
Skipping that major, just man, that is gonna heavily backfire on Sloaters for sure.
I mean,
it's not over yet.
I can't blame him, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, you know you're up against someone really, really good. You are technically in go mode. You don't really want to check too much more.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what's going to happen is when these players get to the final area of the game, Tourian, they're going to have to kill Metroids. And there are only 2 ways to kill Metroids. You can either freeze them and then shoot them with missiles, or 1 super missile. And doing that, you can blast right through them without, like, literally without stopping. Like, shoot them, fire a super missile as you're running. What Sloaters is going to have to do is he's going to have to lay 3 power bombs. He's going to have to group them first, and then lay 3 power bombs to kill them, to get through 4 rooms.
And the thing with the power bomb strat is that, since, as you said, it's 4 rooms, Metroids take 3 power bombs to die. So if you do a little bit of math here, you're going to end up with 12 required power bombs. So if he doesn't pick up another power bomb pack, he will need 2 drops from the Metroids. And
Those
the
are
odds of
extremely
that
rare.
are not too good.
Looks like Sloaters wants to do X Factor strats against Bot. Already turned off Plasma.
Oh man, I think if one of the runners would have picked up X-Ray at the start, this would definitely be way better for them.
He's trying to pull the wall.
Sloaters missing that short charge there. Alright. Has 1 single power bomb. That needs to land. Needs all the time save you can get at this point.
Well, I don't have sound, so maybe he got 3.
Yeah, I feel like he got 3. Oh, good RNG here on Snake. Needs to get those final supers in quickly.
The Snake Man song.
And the snake is down, but Oats at this point only one room
Snake?
behind.
Snake?
Yeah,
Snake!
we had that reference a little bit too often yesterday, I feel. But yes, I don't know, Oats being just so close behind, but with that massive advantage of Ice Beam.
Yeah. 900 damage per, so I guess it was 4 shots? I only saw him shoot him 3 times, but it's 3k health, 900 per hit.
I think one of the shots double hit.
Ah, that's
sure.
right, that can happen.
He got like one
you got some
horizontal
halfy?
header.
You got some halfy for us, Oats? Got the down ledge.
Sloaters got a nice halfy. Let's see if it's getting the full halfy there.
Nice. One trick that I've yet to nail even once in practice.
I got it like twice in practice, but never go for it in runs because I'm scrub and only do halfies.
Well, I mean, you run RBO, you don't have gravity suit.
Oh yeah, RBO is such a good category. It doesn't have all the dumb stuff, but has all the fun stuff. Oh, and Sloaters with a very nice X-Vector setup.
Yeah, so oatsngoats is going to
super trolled by big on RNG though.
Need 7 charge shots here. Oh, that's pretty good. Let me do a little blue suit for Sloaters, and he's got space
choke with the 2 in blue.
That's really nice.
Sloaters is gonna check that major though, it seems.
So normally, you know, in a normal runs, you'd go for an X Factor, which would do at max 1200 damage, although it's really hard to land all 4 particles. Oatsngoats go for sparks.
For the sparks. Oh, and
oops.
Oatsngoats at this point only being 9 seconds behind Sloaters.
Solid reverse halfy from Sloaters. So when I do a reverse, when I get blue suit, I'm usually a scrub and wait till I get to the top of that pillar to press down. Which is bad because you can't dash the rest of the way.
Yeah. Oh man, this is I don't want to talk down Sloaters here, but this ice disadvantage really is gonna backfire on him quite a lot. His Tourian is just gonna be way slower, even if he gets like first try speed booster zip skip.
Yeah.
But
like we said, I mean, we can't blame him. I mean, from his perspective, I would say he made the right decision. It's just
definitely he needed to take that risk. It just was completely the wrong risk to take, but he could possibly have known. So yeah, oatsngoats really needs to make a severe mistake here for Sloaters to build up enough advantage here at this point to even out the Tourian disadvantage.
Yeah, I wonder if even a baby skip would be enough to keep Sloaters ahead here. I'm not sure.
Also, Sloaters needs to refill at the ship because he's not going to get enough drops to be sufficient.
That's
he
right.
doesn't have nearly enough energy to survive.
So another little quirk: if you kill Metroids with power bombs, they only leave behind 1 drop. And even if Sloaters
instead of 5, which is quite massive.
Actually, Sloaters technically has enough, but he'd have to open all the doors and then refill his missiles.
Yeah,
well, his energy is low. That's a bigger problem. I think his energy is a little too low to be doing power bombs.
Like he needs to not get even more into trouble with RNG.
Oh no, we're gonna see Oats pass Sloaters on the ship refill, just like we saw Fuse do to someone the other day.
Yeah, like he needs to group. No, he's not.
Oats
I mean, come on. He has 130 health, 9 and 4. I had a PB any percent run the other day with where I entered Tourian with 9 and left the last method.
Oh, Sloaters is gonna hope to get power bombs or ice beam and gauntlet here.
Not a bad choice, but it's just gonna give oatsngoats the edge here, and he's gonna surpass him.
Yeah, again, I think it's the right call. I mean, honestly, skipping the other minor items, I don't think this is the mistake, this is the right thing to do at this point, but skipping the other minor items, you know, kind of raised an eyebrow for me.
Oh, and
Oh
only
no,
getting
don't
it down.
even, don't even. Oh my gosh, good guess.
No, no,
What?
okay.
Can you imagine if he strambulances and the power bombs are on the other
Yeah.
side?
That would have been...
He's breathing a sigh of relief right now.
So he won't have to worry about drop chances now, but
Oh, he used a power bomb in Gauntlet. That's okay, but still enough. Like we said, he only needs 12.
yeah, but
He's
just
gonna
look
have
at how
to.
Oates is gonna like just run through this Metroid rooms, whereas Sloaters will have to go through very tedious sorting strat, and then having to slowly kill the Metroids with 3 power bombs each.
I don't know if I guess he's got 7 E tanks. I don't know if I agree with turning off screw attack just yet. Actually, why would he even turn off screw attack? He's not going to do an ice skip. If you do a speed skip, it doesn't matter if you have screw
No,
attack.
because see, if you have
Oh, it's
screw
easier to
attack,
collect
it propels the Metroids, and that way it's just way easier. Plus, he's not going to take any damage during power bomb lag, so he's not going to profit too much from screw attack damage reduction. He even got a drop there, so it's needed.
Yeah, but you might actually want the health at this point.
Yeah.
We have Oats and Goats coming up. Metroid Babby. Let's see if he gets the baby skip.
I mean, he has everything you would possibly need for a baby skip.
I mean, he has Hydra Boots and Wave Beam.
And Plasma Beam. And Speed Booster, making
textbook.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah. That's what you happen when you get Oats and Goats into his comfort zone with all the items he could possibly want. He's just destroying it. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sloaters has some extremely good movement here for what he has to do, but just impossible to keep up with Oats at this scenario. Like, there's just no way to keep up with him at this point. Struggling a little bit with the down back step skip here, did not de-equip screw attack, so he has to do this.
So you can down back off of taking damage? I'm not really quite sure how that works. I know you can down back if you run off of a ledge, but not if you jump off of a ledge.
Yeah, it works the same way. But yeah, Oats will have to fail that a few more times to force Sloaters to catch up, and Oats just makes it through.
And absolutely no way he runs out of ammo on Mother Brain. Look at that. Look at all this soup.
Also with the setup for the baby skip, and he nails... yeah, he nails it.
I think he's good.
GG Sloaters. Won't be able to go for stand-up glitch though. Which might honestly just have been the time save he needed.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how Sloaters does with the speed booster zip skip.
Did he stop pretty short?
I mean, he saw that he didn't get like a good boost of the earlier.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Didn't get it there quite either. Like, you can really see really well how good your short charge is by like the frame that you enter the door transition in.
Yeah, yeah. Similar to fast pillars.
And this sprite animation is at this point. Oats and Goats now done with Mother Brain 2. Just can relax a little bit with a cutscene.
Okay, so I think doing some quick math here, with 12 supers, he can just bust through the Zebs, honestly.
Yep.
Which still leaves him with an extra 8 supers for MB1.
Yeah, and he probably just decides to do that. So it's 4 Zebatites in total. It's 16 supers. It's 4 times 4.
Oh yeah. So he'll have 2 extra supers. Okay. Wait, he's still got 4 extra.
Yeah, he is quite a lot.
Yeah, the other thing is that his Mother Brain 2 is going to be slightly slower, only by 4 shots though.
Has virtually no chance to getting onto his Oats and Goats pace anymore though. Unless he I don't know. Does Dice in the escape? So looks like this is gonna go to Oats. Make sure to post some baby fun in chat, please. For the I think it has to be like the 200th time we've seen the baby dying in this tournament, at least. And also make sure to follow the runners, because both of them putting up an extremely good show. With that first race being completely chargeless, that second race being with Super Smirlia, and that third race just being like kind of trolly with certain item positions. So all three certainly different races, but all three extremely good. I'm calling vanilla spring ball, but we're gonna see the credits.
Yeah, maybe Oats is gonna save the animal.
I mean, he might save the animals, but I doubt he will. I honestly think he's just gonna skip over it.
Yeah, the seed wasn't too friendly, and he had to backtrack. He backtracked quite a number of times, actually, without any kind of success, so...
Yeah. And Oats has officially done had to
moonwalk into this ship.
With a official SRL race time of 56:43, beating his personal race PB by 40 seconds. GG to Oats.
GG.
Meanwhile, Slow is just finishing off Mother Brain 3.
So yeah, really close run.
And I guess that's, well, we're at it. Let's just have a look at the upcoming stuff here. So I'm not sure what's going on Speed Gaming today, but this was the last Super Metroid race we have for today. So far, we also don't have any matches scheduled for tomorrow, so kind of taking a little bit of a break.
The Metroid list tomorrow?
Yeah, Metroid list tomorrow. I don't know why, but apparently.
Looks like we have Mega Man X3 going on right now on Speed Gaming 2. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest coming up in an hour.
Oh, Mystic Quest.
Mystic Quest coming up in an hour, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, or 5 a.m. Central European Time.
Thank you. I'm not gonna watch that anymore. But yeah, make sure to check that out for some Mystic Quest. And for Oats versus Sloaters, Oats is going to continue in the winner's bracket into round 3. He's going to be facing off Galamas there, who is going to give him a hell of a tough time for sure. And Sloaters is going to move on in the losers bracket, also known as the Cool Kids Club.
I think he's going against Stump?
Yeah, and he's going to go against Stump, who just
remember
for the recent race, so yeah.
Well, I remember interviewing J.K. Palmy at the end of his match, his match against Stump, and I was like, well, Palmy, look at it this way. If you had won, you'd have to go up against either Sloaters or Oats.
Oh, yeah. So GG for Sloaters, who finished with a time of 58 minutes and 34 seconds, improving his personal race PB by 19 seconds. So GG to both runners.
Alright, let's see where that spring ball was.
Alright, only 63 charge shots, dude. That's not a lot.
No spuzz. Sloaters had a bunch of spuzz. Special attacks.
Alright, where's spring ball? Come on.
Speed booster? Was it screw
I'm
attack?
calling it, dude.
What?
No, you gotta. The yellow thing is the item, and the orange thing is the location. But yeah, called it, dude.
No, it's
Vanilla
what it said.
Springall.
Speed booster was at screw attack. It said. That's not right.
It was. Yes, it was.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking screw attack was in plasma.
No.
Dork. Get your deer forces ready, chat.
Yeah, make sure to spam some
Deer
deal
force.
in chat. Where's my C dude? There we go. Alright. Can't even deal force today.
So what did they take out? I mean, like, the credits music is just like one song, right? It doesn't actually loop. It doesn't loop, right?
I think they changed the speed.
Ah, gotcha.
I was wondering about the same thing, but I think they actually changed the speed of the scrolling. Didn't take like any
Shoutouts
out or anything.
Shoutouts to Speed Gaming staff, Zil and Mythical 9. They keep things running smoothly in the background, so
post some love for the Speed Gaming chat. I want to see those hearts in chat now. Only 52 charge shots in Slaughter side. Man, this
Cheaty face, you wrote the heart before people heard the commentary. Oh wait, I did.
You did.
And also Cheaty face 4 for tracking. Or thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Cheaty face.
Yeah, follow the runners, Oats and Goats, and sloaters27. Follow the commentary, Punk. I think your channel is Punktus.
Yes.
Still.
And just
when's Fake Punk gonna just give up his user?
I don't know, dude. He has been inactive for like 2 years now. Has like 1 follower to follows 2 people, and has done nothing for 2 years, and yet does not unlock that channel, dude. I really want it, but it doesn't.
Did you at least get the prefix Punk?
Yeah.
Or I guess your prefix will be Punk too.
Alright. More Deer Force, please, for Slaughters.
Deer Force?
Yep, that's capital C. Oh, fuck, I just missed the C, dude. What can I even... And please don't call me Ponky. You're gonna get banned from Speed Gaming if you call me Ponky. Alright, I guess that's gonna be it for us. So thanks for everyone who was involved in commentating this best of 3. Bender, Kip, Stump, Cross, me. Thanks a lot, me.
Thanks, Punk.
Thanks, Speed Gaming. Thanks, chat, and of course, thanks to the runners for putting up a hell of a show for us. And I guess that's us. That's for us, right?
Yeah, so Mega Man X3 will be popping up on Speed Gaming 2. That's over soon. And Mystic Quest coming up in 1 hour.
So yeah, everybody, thanks for watching, and have a good night.